EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's really nice and cool in here, isn't it, Cindy?
It is. That's the way we like it.
I know.
We do.
Our show today, I mean, it's, we talk about lifestyle. I'm Lori Davis. I'm your realtor for life. I work with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Been here 19 years. What we talk about on the show are people that are in town. And, we all have homes. We have condos. Is that me? I don't think that was me.
Is it a phone call?
I thought it was a ding going on.
I don't know. I
Anyway.
jinxed us because I said before we went on air that we were going to have a bunch of phone calls.
It's okay. It's
all
okay.
right.
It happens. Hey, this is live.
It is.
It's live on YouTube,
Yep,
right?
it
We're not
is.
live on TV yet, but you can see it on YouTube. It'll be on the radio on Saturday at 5:30 and maybe on Sunday as well.
Yep.
So anyway, people come to Vero Beach because of the lifestyle. They buy homes and condos, which you can buy anywhere in the state of Florida. We have a company here with us today that actually covers a good portion of the state of Florida. They're Orlando, they're all around, kind of around Central Florida and Southeast Florida, as I saw. But we need that kind of information. They do plumbing, and they do electric, and they do HVAC. And our guy today they have with us is our HVAC specialist. So he's going to talk to us about things we need to do, things we're not doing, and obviously how to keep things in peak performance. So it's great because he's going to give us the phone number, and you're going to be able to contact me to find out. There's lots of specials and things that they're running. The name of the company is Del Air Plumbing, Heating, and Electric. And for those of you that have lived in Vero Beach for a long time, you're not going to be familiar too much with that, but they bought ARS. And ARS has been with us for as long. I've been here 25 years.
Yeah.
You, Cindy?
Yeah, they've been
I
here
remember
forever.
those trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you got the same people, you got the same quality of work, and they probably just bring a little bit more to the table. We're hoping, and they obviously are living up to that expectation. So we're very excited about that. We will be with them shortly, but first we have to let's see what's happening around town. So last week we talked about in the past couple weeks. The ELC, the Environmental Learning Center, and I mentioned how it's going into July. They're doing that dolphin drift and paddle yoga. So the ELC class, it's a stand-up paddleboard. It's 2 full hours out on the water, and you go out and you do some yoga if you can. If not, you can just lay around while other people do all their poses and stuff like that. I don't know.
The paddling alone is big.
It is.
I mean, if you can do that, you got it half done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people also, if you've never done it, you can do it on your knees. You don't have to stand up.
Yes.
You always see these people on TV and they're standing there. When I stand up and I paddle, I go like one way and then that way. And I zigzag. I've never figured it out.
Me either. I fall off. I don't want to do it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's okay too. You
Yeah.
can. The water's beautiful. You're going to be in the Indian River Lagoon, and they get out there, and then the dolphins come around because they know where to go. It's 9:30, but now starting in July, it's July 19 and 26. So I'm talking about it for the future because the ones that we were doing in June have passed. So you'll be looking forward to doing it in July. But it's $45 at the ELC, and it starts at 9:30 in the morning on those dates. They also have August dates, the 2nd, the 16th, and the 30th, if you missed July. So the ELC is just a great spot. They've got so much going on out there. Even if you're going out to paddle, you can go into the facilities. There's a touch center area where you get to, touch the animals and things like that. But it's a really, I think, for Vero Beach, the Environmental Learning Center does a lot for us. And I really like that. And Sunday, June 14th, which is Father's Day, is coming up this week, okay? So we're playing on Saturday on the radio. For those of you on YouTube, also, Apple Podcast and all the other podcasts, Spotify that we're on. Father's Day is June 19th. June 19th is National Get Outside Day in 2025. Did you know that?
June 15th is Father's Day. And then
June 15th, sorry.
Yeah, and then Juneteenth is the 19th, and now it's Get Outside Day, too?
Well, June 14 is
Flag
Get
Day.
Out National
Okay,
Get
June 14th.
Outside Day.
Okay.
Okay, but June is National Get Outside Month.
Oh, month.
Yeah, they came up with it. I don't know.
Somebody did.
I want a Lori Davis Day. I think if I petition for it, I could probably get one.
Yeah, pick one. Let's do
right?
it.
I know.
Yeah,
well, I'm going to
do
take
it.
my birthday, August 16th. See what I can take. I can squeeze out of that one, you know.
Right,
But
right, your congressman.
But it is. It's National Get Outside Day.
Oh, good.
And then, which is Sunday, whatever that date is.
Okay.
And then, but it's part of the National Get Outdoors Month, which is in June.
Okay.
The National Great Outdoors Month of June aims to encourage more people to get out into beautiful spaces and enjoy the world around them.
Yeah.
So I think, and June's a good month, wherever you are. I know up north it's been a little rainy and soggy for those people in the Northeast. I'm talking to a lot of people up there, and they're just saying, my God. And the highs are in the 70s, which is great for us. But they don't like us. They said it's like living in a soggy bag. So, I know. Come down to Vero Beach.
Yeah, come back.
Come back home.
Yeah,
I know.
come back.
I was talking to some friends. I was supposed to go up to Cape Cod this weekend, and they said it was rainy and yucky, and they're like, you don't want to come this weekend. I was like, okay, I'm fine. I can stay home.
Yeah.
I'll be up, on Breeze, in a month or something like that. But it has been kind of cold and kind of soggy. Their Memorial Day out on the islands like Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard and Cape Cod was really nasty, literally like blowing sideways wind.
Wow.
So anyway, but weather's fickle. You can come to Vero Beach.
Yeah.
It's beautiful here. Our beaches today look like, like the Bahamas. It was glass and all the blues that were out there. It was really pretty. Another thing we're going to keep talking about till it's over is United Against Poverty. They're having their Burgers and Brews celebration, and I'm using Riverside Park as the name instead of, because we were trying to figure out what to call.
Park with those gorgeous live oak trees.
Yes, with the live oak trees right there by the Riverside Theater. That's where it goes. No, anyway, it's a $5 burger slider tasting. So you get 5 burgers to try. That's $25. It's $30 the day of the event. There's beer tastings for those of people that are 21 years old and older. There's live music. There's a car show. There's a kid zone. Go on out and support United Against Poverty. We love those guys. They're wonderful. They're great folks. And they've got a lot of good things going on over there. Cindy, we've got our Making Waves portion of our show.
Yep.
It's a new piece that I'm coming up with. I'm going around and I'm asking people to tell me their stories and their memories about living by the sea here in Vero Beach. And this one today was fabulous. And I love it. I ask my friends and I ask them to tell me, kind of text it to me, because then it's in their words and I'm not doing any cliff notes on it. So here I have mine for today. We did the obligatory family portrait on the beach when the kids were little. It was one of the last shots of the day. We all turned around to face the photographer holding our hands. Just that second, a rogue wave came and almost took us all out. We were laughing and giggling, and my daughter asked, "Can we swim in our clothes?" I said, "I guess Mother Ocean wanted us to, so of course." They turned into our favorite family pictures. How wonderful is that? I mean, can't you just see it? Like all of a sudden you're getting all these regular shots and then everybody's in the ocean. I don't know. It's like a moment.
It's like almost scripted.
Isn't it, right?
Yeah.
I know. And if you ask people for those memories, they get to think about them. I get to think about them. And I love sharing them with my audience, guys. These are the things that happen in Vero Beach. And these are the people who live here. We live here and we enjoy it and we appreciate it. And, the water is a big part of it. Obviously, living by the ocean, the Indian River Lagoon. We have stories of all different kinds. So anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Was from Megan. Chef Scott Barricchio, Citrus Grill House, always provides us with a beverage. And it's hot outside and steamy, so he made us a raspberry margarita, which is fabulous. They've got some raspberry juice and some nice tequila, and it's got a salted rim. It's pretty good.
See if I can get Scott's picture up there this time. There you go.
There you go. Hey, Chef Scott. Citrus Grill House, located 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They are right there on the ocean. If you're out there right next to Humiston Park, you can't miss it. You've got to go out there. They do lunch right there on the beach, meaning on the restaurant, but you're right on the beach. And it's gorgeous. Take your friends out there. Go on in. The staff is great. Everything's wonderful. They're open Mondays to Saturdays, lunch and dinner. And if it's not fresh, they're not serving it. I mean, he's looking forward to. He just told me they do a peach burrata salad that I love, and he's like, Lori, the peaches are coming in next week. I mean, he won't bring them in until he knows that they're peak, and it's a great experience going out there. Thank you, Chef Scott, for our beverage of the day.
Tasty, and it looks good too.
I know, right? I've got one for you to take home, Cindy, as always.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Chef for life.
That's Chef for life. I know. He always says that. He's trying to steal my line.
Yes.
Anyway, now on to our guest. Delaire Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical has been in business here in Vero Beach. They've taken over ARS, so just call them because it's all the same great guys and doing a great job here in town. They're a regional company, like I said, but this is our local representation. We have Chris Lyda here to enlighten us and answer our questions about HVAC, plumbing, electric. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How's your margarita?
It's good.
Yeah, take a sip.
All right.
Chef Scott, we got Chris on the margarita. There you go.
Thanks, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Have you been out to Citrus?
I haven't yet. But
oh, that's going to be good. Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, I'll get you out there.
Thank you.
That'll be great. All right. So what we're talking about today, even though the company does plumbing, electric, and HVAC, you're primarily doing HVAC.
That's right.
Okay.
Been doing HVAC for right around 13 years now. So,
okay.
Yep.
All right. And have you been with Delaire that whole time?
I haven't. So I actually started off at ARS.
Oh, okay.
As a just a maintenance technician, and then I became a service tech. I got into some sales with ARS there, and then I went on to work for Lennox.
Uh-huh.
And I spent about 7 years there, and learned a whole lot, made a lot of great friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then as fate would have it, I met Chris. He was my customer when I worked for Lennox, and then he wound up managing the Delaire branch, and he called me, and so I became the sales manager at the Delaire branch that used to be the ARS. So everything kind of just came together.
Yeah, absolutely. And then going to something like corporate, like a Lennox,
Mm-hmm.
where you're in house with something like that, I think that's got to be a great advantage for knowledge.
Absolutely.
As you're building your knowledge and history of being in the business.
Yeah. Really enjoyed my time there. Learned a lot, and
Yeah. Okay, so top summer energy saving tips.
Yeah.
What would you tell people to do?
So so your air conditioner, it uses the most energy in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most expensive appliance that you have.
Sure.
So making sure that it's running optimally to manufacturer specifications, that everything's clean, is just so important, right? Because we don't want to overpay the utility company. We want to avoid premature breakdowns.
Yeah.
And we can. That's our job. We want to take care of Vero Beach residents. Yeah. And help them do that.
Yeah. So one of the things that you guys are offering, and do you know what's the website number? Do you know your website off the top of your head?
Yep, Delaire.com.
Delaire.com. Easy enough.
Right.
They have lots of specials, but do you think it's just good for everybody? And I do this before the summer and before the fall, come out and have a service call, right?
Yeah,
have somebody come out and take a look at it, clean it. Mm-hmm. But you'll come out to free just to look at it too, right? You don't have to, they can call you and just say, come out and tell me what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. So we run tune-ups,
okay.
And we're running specials on tune-ups all the time. I think right now we're running one for just $29.
I know.
So we're doing a $29 tune-up right now. We also have our Precise Comfort membership, which that comes with 2 HVAC visits a year. Mm-hmm. You also get a electrical inspection every year, and then also a plumbing inspection as well.
I like that. Mm-hmm. So that, what did you call the second one?
It's a Precise Comfort membership. Precise
Comfort membership. So it's an annual membership.
That's right.
And what does that cost? Is it a one-time yearly fee?
Yeah. So it's $19.50 a month.
Okay.
Or it's $259 a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And so I've never seen it where they'll do the plumbing and the electrical. Mm-hmm. So I know they're going to come out and check my AC. If it needs charge up, whatever, they'll just charge you for whatever they have to fix or, get you going so you're 100%.
That's right.
What do they do in the plumbing and electrical? Make sure that there's no leaks?
Yes.
That kind of a thing?
Yeah. So we're making sure that, are there any problems with your fixtures? Are there any leaks or issues that you've been experiencing.
Yeah.
They're going to look at the panel to make sure there's no dangers or anything like that, to make sure that, we're taking care of them when we're out there.
Yeah.
So for only $259, I mean, it's just a huge value to really take care of all the.
It really is.
Yeah, all the home services. So.
And is it one guy that comes out, or you have multiple guys that have to come out?
No, we have HVAC technicians.
Yeah.
That are qualified, just to do that.
Yeah.
And we have plumbers and electricians on staff as well.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I think for $259 a year, that's a great deal. And you're coming out twice a year.
Yes.
For that?
Yeah, twice on the HVAC side, and then plumbing's once, and then for the electrical, that's once.
Once as well. Okay, so we have a lot of people that are seasonal in Vero Beach, right? And one of the things they always ask me, one of the things, how do I prep my home before I leave it for both plumbing, electrical, and HVAC? But obviously, you're going to start with the HVAC. What do I have to do before I leave my house for 6 months?
Yeah. So depending on what system you have, and we have several different options. I mean, before the show, you were talking about humidistats and things.
Yeah,
so
yes.
On the HVAC side, we're not as concerned with the temperature in the home when we're gone, but we want to keep the humidity out, right? Because we don't want to come home to
mold,
mold or furniture that's damaged now because it's gotten too much moisture in it. So now they have smart thermostats here. You can monitor them from other places in the country, second homes and things. But we want to make sure that everything's running optimally, right? Make sure that it's drawing the humidity out properly.
Okay.
That way you don't come home to a disaster, right?
But does your regular AC handle humidity, or do you need a humidistat?
The AC it pulls out humidity.
Okay. Yeah. So if you were going to go out of town, and would you recommend that they have somebody come by right before they go to look at the AC to make sure filters, all that stuff, like
Absolutely.
Get that checkup before you leave?
Absolutely. If you're going to be gone for any period of time like that, 100%. Yep.
Oh, that's fantastic. And, clean out that line that always backs up.
The drain line.
Yeah, wait, after you leave and then you come back and there's water in the house because the drain line backed up.
Make sure the float switch is working properly.
Yes.
And, if you have an issue, it'll shut everything down. Sure.
Oh, my God. All right, listen, we pay for this with commercials. We're going to take a commercial break, but we'll be back with Chris talking from Del Air, heating, plumbing, and electric. See you in a second.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, bedroom groups in the latest styles and colors from Four Seasons, Braxton Color, Riverside, Hooker, Capri, Tommy Bahama, and more. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have anything you need for your outdoor living from Lloyd Flanders, Kingsley Bate, Brown Jordan, and Woodard, including a gallery of maintenance-free furniture from Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. Right now, during our summer savings event, we have lots of great half-price specials, including 50% off on all in-stock Universal Coastal Living collections. And all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street that is filled with name brand closeouts. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285.
Do you know the
Easy
numbers
Brew.
for cool?
2665.
Oh, it's Oh, God. I was having so much fun between I put my headphones on backwards. It doesn't matter. I don't know if it matters whether the right or the left Does it matter, Cindy?
No, it's
my
just,
little engineer buddy.
What's it's word ergonomically?
Ergonomically.
Ergonomic. There you go. You got the word, and I know what it means.
No, it doesn't matter because one says R and one says L, and I always try to do the right thing, but not always happen. All right, so Chris, you mentioned it very briefly, but it is something that's very I'm seeing out there. We hear about smart thermostats, and that's that. What's the little one called that everybody gets?
The Nest.
The Nest. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I've tried to have thermostats that were programmable in my house. Mm-hmm. Couldn't program them. If I did program them, could never get them off. So I wanted to turn it up. Now I can't because I'm all locked in. Mm-hmm. So what you say smart thermostats are good. Can you say which are the best? Do you think?
Yeah. So we offer Lennox.
Okay. Okay.
The majority of what we offer is the Lennox smart thermostat. Mm-hmm. It has some great features in it with respect to, like we talked about, humidity, mm-hmm. Where it can actually slow the system down, mm-hmm. To where it's getting the coil colder and it's pulling more humidity out.
Okay.
So even though maybe you keep it at 78, but it actually feels more comfortable because it's less humid. So I think that's a really great feature. You mentioned scheduling.
Yeah.
So you can schedule those thermostats, but they also sync to your phone. And so you can enable a geofencing feature. So when you're on the way home, it'll start turning the system down to your desired set point.
No way. It knows you're coming home?
Yeah. So there's no need to kind of figure out what your schedule is because maybe you're out paddleboarding one day and maybe you're at Scott's drinking a raspberry margarita the next day. You don't really know what you're going to be doing, but the system will. So.
Oh, that's very cool. Mm-hmm. Yes, because like I said, my frustration was I wasn't able to override, mm-hmm. But if I see it's happening and I could do it on my phone, I think that might help.
Absolutely.
The geofencing is insane. Yeah. That's really crazy. Now, is it a big unit or is it the same size as like our normal, the one I push up, push down?
Yeah, so we have, there's different options, but there's a tablet kind of style one, and then there's a smaller version as well. So it's really, there's one for everybody. So.
But is there still something on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's your main line.
Yes.
That's good. It's going to be, is it hardwired?
It is.
It is.
It is
okay.
hardwired.
All right. So that's good. All right. So you guys have a sweepstakes that you're offering. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little about the Stay Cool and Sale sweepstakes you got going on near Del Air.
Yeah. Stay Cool and Sale. So it's easy to enter, right? So if you're in the market for a new HVAC system, mm-hmm. Let us come out. We'll give you a free estimate, and you'll be entered to win a cruise of your choice up to $5,000. So it's a cruise for two, any port, any cruise line,
right?
Up to $5,000. You'll be entered to win that just for a free estimate.
I like that, Cindy. I mean, come on. You could just have them come over and take a look at it.
Well, I was talking with him about that before the show.
Yeah.
So now I'll have to get involved in the cruise.
We're going to be going online. Well, and like I said, just going to have the HVAC guy on my show, and my HVAC starts making noise. So I'm taking advantage. They have a service call, which is normally $79. And if you go online at delair.com, they actually have a coupon for $29, which is amazing. Now, if this guy comes out to your house for $29, you got to tip him. All right, I'm just saying. He's not making any money on that. You need to make sure that you take care of your guy. Yeah, it's not much, $5, or whatever you can afford. But anyway, I'm definitely going to do that. And then there's other specials, right, that you guys have going on?
Sure.
About units, bigger units, and more energy efficient?
Yep. So right now we're running a promotion. So if you get a 21 series unit, mm-hmm. You get that for the price of a 19. So what it ends up being, it's a free upgrade, right? Okay. So you pay the price of the 19 series and get the 21 series. That qualifies for rebates from the manufacturer. Mm-hmm. Also for the 25C tax credit as well.
That's great. Mm-hmm. That's great. Real quickly, can you just tell me? Sometimes they say that you're getting too big an AC unit for your house.
Sometimes they say that.
You have to get the right size unit for your home. You don't just buy the biggest one because that's the one you want.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right size unit, because if it's too small, then it's just not going to keep up when it gets especially hot outside like it is now.
Yep.
But if it's too big, then it just cools everything down very, very quickly and shuts off.
Yeah.
And if it's not running long enough, then it's not taking the humidity out enough, right? So we want to make sure that we get it right.
You balance it.
That's right. And that's what's so great about like a 21 series is that It's very, very precise.
Yeah.
So it can dial into the exact speed it needs, right, to remove the humidity while still maintaining the temperature that you want in the house.
Perfect. Chris, thank you so much from Del Air, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. So glad to have you on the show today. Go to delair.com. You guys, thank you so much for being here today. You know everything you need to know of HVAC. Call these guys. They're ready when you are. They take emergency calls at night. They'll be there first thing in the morning. I'm Lori Davis. Thank you for being at the Lori Davis Show. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there, and I'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.